Right, learning Yoruba. Now, one of the things about tradition, which many people try, and it cannot happen, it could work, but you'll never get fruition, is when we try to institutionalize our tradition. If you don't live it, if you don't partake in it, if you don't understand it, if you don't see it in our personal life, then it'll just be like another subject. Like you're learning maths and then you're still getting robbed when you go in the bank. See, but I pass maths. I always send them a letter and tell them I still have interest on a loan, I think. You know? But our tradition is a way of life. And we can only receive the true blessings when we practice the tenets that are guided by the way of life in which we shall live. If I say one should have Iwa Pele, which is good character, is the only thing that can open all doors for you. You're a tradesman and you have a bad character, you're catching your ass. Sorry for using the bad word amongst children. You're a lawyer and you do a good character, you'll never get a good client. Most of the clients will have to be the ones that give in trouble, that have society in trouble. So he said, Iwa Pele is what we must strive for. More we try for Iwa Pele, good character, more we become what God put us here to be, which is a perfect human being. We say Enyan, Enyan, perfect human on the earth. Not many times they tell you, you can't be perfect. But then they say, tell you, but you are perfect in the sight of God. So if I'm perfect in the sight of God, then I'm always perfect. But if my character bad, that I've spoiled that perfection that God put us in. So I want to ask a elder female, you know, women like funny about the age. So he doesn't want to say the oldest female, but I like if an elder female could come and give us a light. Yeah, with you. Well, I'm a very young, mature female. You know, most people underestimate the role of the woman in our tradition, in our life, in fact. You know? Yeah, because I'm on the stage here. Because I'm on the stage. So. They say when all the deities were coming to earth and they said they wanted to make things happen on the earth, you know, they all gathered and they came down. You know, they have big names, Obatala, Orunmila, Baba Ogun, Shango, Oneo, Dudua. You know, big names, big fellas came down. They started trying to think. Fix this, they falling down. They build up that, they drop down. They think that they tear apart. And they say something wrong, so they went back to God, the creator of the Mary. Baba, we have tried everything, but everything we do is coming to failure. Now there was 17 of them, so 16 of them went down and one stayed up. They said, did you ask up the 17th person to go with you? It's who, that woman? Yeah, well, good actually. Nah, we're going again and try, man. They take a next bar on the corner again and they try to build, everything falling apart. Going back to God. Now, boy, it's staying okay. So did you ask of the woman that she may assist you? So they all had us to bow and come to the woman. Woman, ladies, girls, know yourselves. You know, it's not to try and pound you all, but it's to know yourself. So if you know yourself more. Understand your potential and role in which you are here. Me tell them, you know, some people tell them, you have to behave a particular way and that. I just say, know yourself. Connect with women. He said, no nation can rise higher than this woman. Now, people used to say, I used to talk politics. When I used to say, well, Trinidad started to look nicer when Kamala was there. It's not Kamala, it was the female energy. The female energy is the creative energy. When I broke in, I said, I was running, I don't go by father, I don't go by uncle, I don't go by grandfather. But if I go by grandfather, Stevie money. Because I know he's stingy. But sure, if I go by granny, I go by tanty, I go by my sister, I go by my mother. I'm sure, even an old girlfriend that ain't like my game, I still begging for $20, I'm sure I'll get it. Women are the one that thrive and nurture the society. They are the one, not to say you have to stay in your home, but you are the nurturer of the society. When Trinidad was rising, people didn't understand there was a message from IFA. IFA says that Ocean is coming to the world again. Ocean will be stepping on the earth, and some say well, she will be stepping in Trinidad. So as a religion, I will feel, well, boy, my spirituality getting a big pride. But as a spiritualist, I understand that the female energy is coming to arise to take us out of a situation, to prepare us to see a little way ahead. In that era, it was Kamala Posa Bisesa in Trinidad, Maria something in Brazil, Argentina, Germany, and some other places. And we saw a change in the whole situation that was there before. And all of a sudden, well, the energy died because you women didn't take advantage. Make the world what it's supposed to be. You are the creative energy, men are just the generative energies. So we ask that the creative energies of the female may continue to grow to a different level. May you connect to that female entity because you are the creator of God. You are the creator of men. There's a book said, let us make man after image and likeness. And they made them both male and female. I didn't say what book. But I was trying all kind of science research, all kind of never see a male make man nor woman in the image or likeness of them. So when you see goddesses in yourselves and you identify with that entity and carry yourself as that level, your society will change, your village will change, your home will change. The peace that you're aspiring for, the blessings that you want in life, it may come to you. So on behalf of all the women here, I would like to beg that you give us a light. That you shine, give that light, lesser light, for the greater light. You know where they say, Osuna? Yeah, well, the spirit of the moon. We have Oshun, the spirit of fresh water. We have Yemoja, the spirit of the sea. Yemoja Lukun, the spirit of the deep oceans. We have Mama Oya, that brings changes in our lives. The fresh breeze that gives the energy that we can breathe every day. We have only Lady Earth in which she is so silent, yet so much activities within her. So for all the female energies, we ask that they continue to pour their blessings upon this community, this compound, this organization, and Trinidad and Tobago as a whole and the world, that their blessings will be us. We say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. You see what I say? Man, don't make generation. Hold it. You're not like it. Well, like that, right? Now, most times I tell people, I don't do this for me again. You ask for the blessing that the young ones may be enlightened and find their destiny. The earlier in your child's life that they know the path of their destiny will make it better for you as the parent as well as the life for your child in the future. You don't have to join the tradition, you don't have to join the faith, you don't have to be part of it. But if you can find a Babalawo, one that could read your child's destiny, that you can know where your child have to go, know where your child should be, and know where your child need to do to progress in life, it is best should be done. You know, we always quick to say after common entrance, I grew up in southern community, so I know after common entrance, we see all the Indians running by the Baba Pundit, and they dragging the children behind them. And after the children, all the time you and the child, your friend used to play pitch marble, you see he used to play pitch marble too. It's not that he stopped like him, not that he become racial, but he's been guided as what he needs to do now, that his future will be better. So when you see he working in the bank and you just working in the taxi to carry him to work, you have to wonder why. What happened? He took the path reading, he knew his destiny from young, and he followed his path with the assistance of experience that he could find his future. This is the real world tradition. We're not supposed to be lost. But if we do not know our pathway, we will always find ourselves stumbling here, struggling here, trying to work out here, and wonder why things ain't going good for us. Our tradition has laid rules and regulations or tenets in which we could practice to know how to make life better for us in our tradition. So I ask that in this life for the younger ones may find their destiny. Because they would have chosen good education, good money, good home, everything in heaven before they came to it. And not being guided, they go through the struggles of life as many of us. Not knocking religion, but I remember when I used to practice Baptist, I used to say a song, never get weary yet, never get weary yet. 40 long years I work in the field and I never get weary yet. But after I say I wait now 40 years, well I reach 50, I praise God I could reach that. But 10 years of thinking, why am I here at this point in life? Why am I still trying to find something? Why am I still trying to be somebody? Something had to be wrong. And then I found IFA, the road that showed me where I should be, and I decided to follow that road, and then I became who I am now. I'm an electrical contractor, just by trade. I'm a spiritual practitioner before by profession. So I put my tradition before my trade. But when to study how much years I struggled to reach this point where I'm comfortable with life, am I supposed to say, well, I'm good, the hell with everybody. Let them find their own way. Let them struggle at 40 years. They will find it sometime. Then I would not have achieved what I'm here to do. Make the world a better place than how I met it. So I'm giving advice to the parents and even to the young one. Tell your mommy, I want to know my path reading. I want to know what is my destiny. I want to know who I was and what I chose in heaven before I came to it. And that way they could find the success that we're supposed to have. We are a wealthy tradition. We are wealthy people. These garments here, that people, ooh, that thing is so lovely. People sit down in the market with it. We're so wealthy that we can sit down in the market and line on the corner and drink some rum in a bar dressed as this. That's how wealthy our tradition is. That even when you try, there's more garments you can throw upon. But showing you our pathway can be revealed to us through the tradition of IFA. And we ask that, not imposing, but it should be a privilege that you can let your child know their destiny. And even you as elders could take a reading to find out where you are now in life and where you need to be in your future. Baba?
That could be a new professional. That could be that could be a pointed on them by second focusing on what's in, you know what I'm talking about. What kind of advice?
Well, in our tradition, there's certain things we need to answer. We have fed, we have given appeasement to the Spirit, the divine messenger which called issue, that we take our prayers and offerings and place it to the realms of heaven, which you call a issue of May whatever been offered and prayed here for, may you place at the feet of Lord Mary God that you may hear our prayers and send on and you may receive the blessings you may have sent us. We have asked to appease our ancestors and we have given appeasement to Orisha. But it's never good that we could do all that and not appease the King of Ebo. Who's the King of Ebo? I see somebody mumbling something there. Human mouths is the King of Ebo. Why our tradition says that? When people leave near and far, leave their home and come and pray with you, sing with you, and partake in whatever you have given or prepared, and you can feed them and make them feel happy, is then the true goal, because they are the one truly to give you a blessing. Oh Lord Father, I wish I could get somebody to help you to pick up a bottle. But the brother here, you're watching, you won't even get a drink of water, and you're looking for help. When the brother here, let me pick up and help you. So this was tradition. We are all part of the spiritual circle of our tradition. We have to remove the Western doctrination that takes us away. So we have to stop saying we catch a spirit, or a spirit fall on me, And we start saying the Spirit in me has manifested that it can assist and bring blessings to those that I'm here to assist or I'm here to pray with. We have to change our language, that our language will be in tune with our tradition. We have to change the way in which we live. That will show our tradition. Because your tradition is your way of life. So when you check the prison, how much people of the tradition are really in prison for murder? You may find very few. I ain't saying it are none, I'm just saying you find very few. Even if somebody go in a yard, they can't say they're the tradition, but people who practice the tradition because no, this is important aspect because this is God that I can see. That is God that I can see. You know, we usually just pray to things we can't see and disrespect those that we can see. We no longer know how to worship or not worship, but good respect our elders. You know, sometimes you see elders speaking and children just coming in between and want to pull the phone and want to talk to mommy. And it didn't used to have that long time. You know, this was a woman because my grandmother, she had a kind of eye. When she watched you, you swear you get clouted. You just had to watch her and you know something else. Find the next room. It's not saying she was wicked, but she knew the tradition and she passed it on in her way. Right? So I want the members of the Pan side. And the members of the Pan fraternity, because, you know, something I always say, I will say no. The biggest organization in Trinidad and Tobago is the Pan movement of Trinidad and Tobago. Me know how big they see themselves, but if they understand they are the biggest organization in Trinidad and Tobago. They carry the highest percentage of the African population that in Trinidad and Tobago. And they are the only institute I believe can mobilize the African community to reach where it is. Because the Pan was what? The first, the last instrument or something in the 20th century, 21st century. But if you check the history of Pan, or the only new invention. But if you check our history and the history of Pan, it's Pan and the Panya that helped survive many communities or many areas survive.
Musical.
Not only musical. When you want anybody in the trouble, go and get some fellas in the Panya. They go solve the problem in the village. I have Pan, and I said people, I have the features of Pan. But the history of Pan has always shown that it was a main impact on society. The people that used to say it's bad jobs is because they were fighting against those that were trying to impose other cultures on you. Take away yours and use ours. And you say, no, I want to use my own. And they say, no, he's a rebel. He's a this and he's a that. So let us look at the institute of Pan and realize how Pan can bring Trinidad and Tobago stronger, bring them more to what's the word, aware of themselves. Imagine the power that you have, that people just, I just know, I don't want to go for it, but I just go and find something around Panorama, and I just want to know what the hell does going on inside it. And everybody seems to be, they know what they're doing. So imagine that ability to concentrate in all of that scenario, and when you hear that Pan put together, you hear this beautiful song, you know, how they make that way? There is a talent. But it shows it's a level of intelligence that we haven't tapped into to understand it. They start to bring white man to teach it to play Pan from paper. That's why Panorama is getting smaller. Because we're losing the spirit of our identity. We use that naturalness that is inborn in us because we always think somebody else someone is better. But let us look deeper into what is ours and find the appreciation. And let's have people, I don't do nothing for nobody spiritually. I'm just like a mediator for the deities, and I only communicate through the Obi or the Oracle system. And if they say all is blessed, who's me to try to do something else special to make it more blessed? Right? So now I'll put the chairman that he is everyone, and now we have some people saying that we actually may raise again. Now, what I think mandatory in our tradition is song and dance. You know what a good blessing is when you can get up and dance a little. So if you have arthritis, you realize the arthritis one. Because when you're dancing, the spirit of healing will jump on you and dance with you. When like you have a little stress, you get up and down. The other one try to do no big dance, but you get up and you move, you like, and the spirit will move with you. You know? You get that connection because it's not nothing you catch it outside, it's the spirit in you. You'll find that God self in you. You know, it's to say, what? Let that light in you shine so bright that men may see and glorify your God, which is you. So I can always ask for blessings continue for this organization, Marines, and then captains and members and chairman. As a community, we find that peace that was used to always reside in this community of Babel. The negative energies that are flowing, let them be moved. The deaths that are happening, whatever, we ask that and go to do together, we receive and remove those negative energies and them. Because, you know, it's sometimes we might have known the person that died, but it might have been one of our family, we don't even know. So we ask that all those negative things, may remove and blessings, peace, God, and all the things, may fall and continue with your movement. And there's also a continual program, but I will tell you about it, that we are trying to do here to help you. Not to make us richer, not to make us do, but to help you. If you find wealth and I have wealth, all will be wealthy. Nobody will be wealthy. And all will be happy, and we can find that peace with seeking. You say, Ashe?
Ashe. Thank you, Baba. As the Baba said that you don't invite people to your feast and not feed them, we have prepared a little something in the back there, and shortly we'll organize them. But I want to invite Baba Guerra to talk to you all.
I must say a special good night to all who took time out to be here tonight. You see, one of the problems that we face as a people, whenever it comes to culture, we stand away from it. We appreciate all other cultures, but our own. And I'm happy to see tonight a former minister who did quite a lot for the African community is in attendance. We know, as Baba said before, the importance of woman. But what has been happening throughout the years, for a very long time, our men were taught how to disrespect our women. And our women were also taught how to have zero confidence in our men. And we see the end product of what transpired many eons ago. We are seeing it happening today in the streets of Trinidad and even Tobago, where our children are dying on the streets and we seem to have no answer. I remember as a child, my father gave me a story. He said, truth and lie went for a swim. Lie told truth. You know what? Let me see how long you can stay underwater for. Truth, being truth, decided to go underwater. Lie decided to come out of the sea and put on the clothes of truth. And take off, he started to run. Everybody see the clothes of truth. And they say, well, how that looking? It's looking like truth. came out of the water looking for his clothes and decided to run after the lion. Everybody said, look the naked truth. We, as a people, we were bombarded with several negative vibrations throughout our community. And one of the hardest things for us to do is to take off the clothes of a well-dressed lion. And one of the first lies we were taught is that anything that deals with African spirituality is wrong. It's devilish. It's paganism. How many of us here know what Orisha is? Show your hands. Who wants to know? What? Wow. Do you know Orisha? Huh? Let's a show hands. Do you know Orisha? All the ones, everybody who conscious of the energies we call Orisha? Good. How much African people we have here? Show your hand. Very well. But you know what's the problem? The problem is we were taught to not be African, to not identify with anything African. And if you cannot identify with self, then you are going to be the biggest lie to your house and your village. Because now you will start emulating the very said people who oppressed you. You want to be like Mike, I'm sure everybody can remember, what's his name again, Magic Johnson or Michael Jordan. Everybody wanted to be like Mike. Until our children, you're watching young women with babies, with Michael Jordan sneakers on their feet, and the child can't even walk. You want to be everything but Africa. And the truth is, the cradle of civilization is Africa. The first university is where? Africa. It was called Timbuktu. And it is still there. We were taught that religion is the way we should go. Brother, you with me a bit? We were taught that we are a religious people. No, we are not. We are a spiritual people. And there's a grand difference between spirituality and religion. You see, religion teaches you how to follow. Blind faith it is called. The pastor said that you're going to heaven. The pastor said that everything is going to be good in my home. The pastor is driving a Mercedes Benz. The pastor has a jet that is valued 65 million. And the pastor will not give you a drop. But yet still, you look for God in him when you are already walking with God. Are you with me a bit? You are already walking with God. Why? The very said biblical terminology stated clearly that you were made in the image and likeness of. So if I was made in the image and likeness of God, then I am God having a human experience. And that's factual. It was the first time talking on a mic, you know. So, and that is what African spirituality teaches. For one to connect with the God in you. Not look external. Seek your heaven here. But that is the other thing that make our people give away the lands, give away the homes, because again, in the biblical terminology stated clearly that a tree will be judged by the fruit that it bears. And if it should continue to bear bitter fruits, it will be hewn down and cast into the fire. Who are the people who are holding up all these churches? Who are the people who are giving away their lands, giving away their monies? They look just like me and you. Now, the first who we were, we are now the last. We have no economical standing. They give us education, then they say we are overqualified. Then when we leave the country with the intention that we are going to work somewhere, they say, you know what? They call it a brain drain. It's not a brain drain, you know. We're going to leave the country. But how many opportunities are presented to the African community in this Trinidad and Tobago? How many opportunities are presented in the villages where African people are? How many opportunities? We need to understand fully, when we seek truth, when we say God, we must say it from an African perspective. I am not upset with the Indo community, neither the Chinese community. I am not upset. But you will walk into the Chinese man's restaurant and order a chasu kaifan, and right behind the counter, he has Gautama Buddha. The Indo man will ensure that he speaks to Krishna before he comes out of his house, and he will say, Ram Ram, Sita Ram. But the minute an African person, maybe woman or man, decides to go in the way of his culture or speak about African culture, he is now considered as being an Obia man. So don't buy no bacon shot from him. I see them with a red cloth on the day. No, don't buy anything. A matter of fact, I bought a bacon shot the last time and I got a headache and a bad dream too. Are you all with me? It is time that we realize the answer for all of our questions, all of our woes, lies within African spirituality. It is what our foreparents came here with us. How many women here, as the Baba was speaking about a while ago, how many women here really went far into African history to know that African women were once beaten into submission, total submission? How many of us know that they used to hang the African women upside down and rip the baby from the belly? Imagine all that amniotic fluid, all the blood running down into that woman's face. And somebody asked me, then if we were so powerful, how did we end up in slavery? And there's one magic word that we possess and most people don't possess. It is a word they call love. Love and acceptance. Check your history. Check your real history. Check your real history. One will realize we allowed people to come into Africa because we felt sorry, not knowing that the very ones who we stretch our hands to are the ones who took us down. But again, in the biblical biblical terminology is stating that the first will be the last. I'm sure everybody here reads the Bible, right? We have a lot of average Bible readers here. They said the first will be the last, but the last will be the first. Throughout the world, there is an awakening. People are starting to realize that this lie that we were told, this well-dressed lie that we were told, it is time to remove the clothes from this lie and make it a naked lie. It is time for us to come back to our culture because it is the only thing that can define who you are. As my old cousin many years ago, Isaac John Lindsay, peace be upon his soul, he said that plenty brothers and sisters from different religious denominations will come looking, excuse the language, as they call it, Omagobia, because the church members leaving. They will come because they're having problems home. And he will say, don't come in the night time, come in the day when everybody can see you. Why are you coming in the night? Come in the day. You see, when we take a great interest in assisting ourselves, we do it by any means necessary. One would not care if they have to take anything from anyone to reach where they're supposed to reach. And that is what is happening throughout the churches in this country. I'm not afraid to say. It is happening throughout the world. In Nigeria, a matter of fact, in Nigeria, a pastor told the congregation to go and eat grass. And they did it. And they were all hospitalized. Some died because they had to eat grass. So they all turned into cows and sheep. But that is what we call blind faith. Because that is all religion promises you. A heaven where all the gold and the silver and the rubies and the diamonds, everything that you crave upon this earth, everything that the Europeans made or give a different value, that is what they want to present you with in heaven. So when you go to heaven, you're going to get all the fancy stuff. But while you're here, you need to suffer as Jesus suffered upon the cross. So one must have absolutely nothing. Sisters and brothers, I'm delighted to be here. But it's truly a bittersweet feeling. When we walk into the masjids, we see the Islamic community, order and respect. My grandfather used to say, "Lion sana la khalud," for human beings are very ungrateful. And we see now where this is happening. This beautiful thing is happening. How many of you all really interested? How many of you are really interested in knowing what truth is? You see, when you find truth and you start to send the truth in different directions, what tends to happen, my brother? It comes back at you with 2 or 3. It comes back at you with 2 or 3. I'm asking for each and every one, look at true history. Go to the Council of Nicaea. Look into history. Look at the rulers the first rulers of France, the first rulers of England, who were those people? They looked just like me and you. So may the peace of my ancestors, my Igu, Ileremi, may my ancestors continue to guide me. And I ask in meek humility, may the ancestors of each and every one who is in attendance, may your ancestors truly guide you on that road of truth. And may one day, one of us truly stands forward and face the army of negativity without fear and say, I am African. And I'm not afraid to say it. My tradition is what defines me, and I'm not afraid to be part of it. I will not enter into darkness anymore. My life will be filled with light. And may the consciousness and the awareness that the Oba, as I call him, the Oba has started in Marabella, which, as I don't think most people know, it's a very important place for the Yoruba people. Gasparillo, Marabella, Vistabella. I hope that this continues. May the Pan Pali continue to rise and shine. May in time, as I'm saying, with the help of Ogun Oyiri, with the help of the Imale, with the help of Olodumare Eleda, I am sure that in time, the youths, or Omo as we say, Omo, the Omo will be able to stand most predominantly and say, I visited the Pan Pali and I left with wisdom. I left with a true feeling of African vibration. And in time, Oba, what we are looking for, we are going to get. Osai is Orisha. We call him the Patan, the rock, that strength. You know, no other part of the world, Orisha, we understand manifestation. How many of us know what manifestations are? Raise your hand. You know what is a manifestation? Wow. Very good. We understand the power of God taking control. I mean, in religion, particular religion, they will call it the Holy Spirit, right? But we have a name for this Holy Spirit. We have a name. We have names. Ogun, Shongo, Osai, Ibeji. The Orisha is what we have. We were born with Orisha. You may go to the doctor will say to you, listen, your body is lacking iron. We know that iron is Ogun. So long ago the elder will give you vermouth. They'll put a rusty nail in vermouth until they drink that for a few days to build back that iron in your body. You will go to the doctor will say to you, listen, you're not drinking enough water. We know that water as ocean. So what the elders will let you do? They will say, bring her in the morning. She needs to take a bath. And they get the St. John bush and whatever and the video. And they tell you, drink some. And you know what you see from today? Make sure you drink a lot of water. Ashewa. So we understood the connection between spirituality and our reality. But we were taught that Orisha is something bad. They're killing goat and fowl and drinking the blood and all these things. I am 44 years and I'm yet to see any Orisha partake of blood. They speak of us negatively, but yet still, every Sunday they kill the Jesus. Every Sunday. Because you know what? When you're doing your communion, they say this represents the flesh. And the wine represents the blood. That is cannibalism. We don't believe in cannibalism. Arumila said that no man must be killed. No man must lose his life. Because each and every human upon this earth has a purpose. Ashe? Ashe. So we don't believe in even taking the life of a goat or a fowl without firstly consulting and finding out from Uludumari that it must be done. Everybody here, I'm sure, eat chicken or fish. How do you get the chicken meat? It doesn't fall from the sky. Somebody has to kill it. Well, in Orisha, we believe whatever we kill, we eat. So we call it our festival. So we will keep our festival in a time of plenty. This, in the Yoruba calendar, this is the beginning of our new year. This is the time when all the animals are coming out with young ones. This is the time when all the fruit trees are bearing. Not December. It's too cold. Are you all with me?
Yeah, man.
Not December. No way in December. We're talking about now. This is the time of the year when the grandparents will start sending the information to their grandchildren, the history of their family. This is the time of the year. We call it summer, but now it's summertime, long time was August holidays. But they call it summer, summer vacation. We just want to emulate everything that sounds European. It's summertime now. Well, all right, very good. But this is the time when Granny telling you about long ago and telling you about Bo Nancy. You're afraid to move away from Granny because, you feel somewhere along the line the fig tree will frighten you. Does that still happen in the villages in Trinidad?
No way.
Everybody head, even Granny now head, in a phone. Granny said, no, I have to go and play what's the name of my fancy here? Candy Crush. Granny said, no talk Candy Crush. So we are losing interest. We are losing our culture. And why we are losing our culture, it is because the culture vultures sending all the fake information for us to hold on to, and they are the ones who buy out Africa and everything that is African. Can't you realize? You know how many African-owned properties on this main road and had to sell because the bank didn't want to finance them? Main road Shaguanas, you know how many African brothers and sisters had to move because they were not being funded. They say we don't know business. But believe you me, if you go to the land of Congo, if you go to Nigeria, listen, we were taught a whole different history. It is time to find out the truth. So we speak truth. We speak with Ashe. When we use the term Ashe, we give it power. It's like the Indo man saying Ram Ram Sita. The Muslim man will say Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. When I see you in the morning, I say Ikaro. Ekuaro, meaning may your day be beautiful and bright. And you will say, oh, and it is something we still say today. you will hail somebody and you'll say, "Oh, you're going. What's happening, my brother? Oh, what you call them? Oh, all that is Yoruba. All that is a throwback. Right in Gasparillo. Right in Gasparillo, there were women who had Gasparillo in order. The women who used to walk from Gasparillo to the market with a basket on their head. Until a particular song was made for them. In Yoruba, we always show respect to our elders. And a song was made for the women in Gasparillo, the women who making the fudge, the women who making the sugar cake, and walking to the market to sell, to try to empower and teach their children about business. A song was made for all of them. Where you gone, Yoruba woman? Where you gone, Yoruba woman? Where you gone, Yoruba woman? Where you gone? Dancing Bakaila. Where you gone, Yoruba woman? Where you gone, Yoruba woman? Ashewa. Because what started to happen, the elders started to die out. And their children became their enemies. So the children no longer interested in the fudge and the sugar cake. The children want to go to somebody else who teaching them how to tie bow tie. The children is no longer interested in learning an oriki for Shongo or how to sing for Ogun. No. They don't want to hear that. And what eventually happened? Just the same way how the animals of the world is becoming extinct, our culture is becoming extinct because the ones who are supposed to give us the information with Ashe are the ones who are leaving. I'm asking in meek humility, look at our economical standing, take a good look at what crime is doing to our people. Look at the young women who, listen, I don't know what else they will wear. I don't know what else. Maybe they may just start walking the streets naked. Our young men, their pants is somewhere down by the knees. And that's the style. That shows moral decay. It is called moral decay. And why we are in this position, it is because even the brothers and sisters who made it, my brother, are the ones who decided to stand away from the people. I make it, I have my fancy car, I have my swimming pool, but that's just you. But you have become so selfish and self-centered that nothing else matters to you but you. So if I became rich and wealthy because I am a sellout to my people, how far would my money go? Because my children will now no longer want to marry anything that looks African. So my children looking for a red man. My children looking for a white man. My children looking for everything that is not African. It's hard, but it is the reality. If I say that the root is the truth, and if the root is not upon good soil, then the fruits are going to spoil. So I'm asking Orisha Wasai Monokorere, Wasai Orisha, who fed us, who taught all the Papa Nisa and the Papa Francis and the how to plant. Because they will go to Wasai and ask Wasai, listen, I want this to yield, I want at least the neighbor children could get something from here, and it used to happen. So we're going to call upon our side. We are going to chant for our side all over the world. I show up. Yingi ya talomi, yingi ya talomi, amado yingi ya rukuma, yingi ya talomi, yingi ya talomi. Brother Malamo, you know, I hope this continues. I really hope and pray that not just next year, but somewhere down the road, close down the road, we have something else again. So we can come with all who we have to come with from the north, and we can invite who we have to invite from the south, from deeper south, sorry, and all who we have to invite from east, west, north, and south to come right here in the house of Ogun. Yeah. In the house of Ogun. Ila Ogun. Ada Ogun. Udumeripa. Yambi, we had a mother. Ada Ogun. Udumeripa. Ada Ogun. We had a mother. Ada Ogun.
going crazy. Let go me hand, let me jump up in the band. I don't want nobody to come and stop me. Leave me, let me free up. Myself, let me jump up. So leave me alone. I am going home. So leave me alone. I am going home. Let me party, let me party, let me party, let me party.
Let me know. Live free, let we party. We having a ball. Nobody can stop we. No, not at